Hello, I'm Gino. On this week's edition of Shaw's Golf Tips, we're going to focus on putting. With me is Jeff Hamilton, the pro at the Sault Ste. Marie Golf Club, and today we'll demonstrate the long putt and the short putt.
One very important thing in the posture and setup of putting is to get your eye line over top of the putter head and the ball. Okay, so go ahead and set up, and I'm going to take this with the ball there. I'm going to take this second ball and kind of drop it from your eye line, and hopefully when you make a stroke, we're trying to make a shoulder stroke and we're trying to have the eyes over top of the putter head and ball. So let's just step about a half an inch further away from the ball. Okay, now I'm going to take that around your eye line again, and hopefully it drops on top of the ball. Okay, so starting off, we're going to work on getting a little bit further away than you were before. You were fairly crowded to the ball, so now your eye line is over top of that putter head and ball, and we're going to, let me see, make a couple strokes there, just making a shoulder stroke. That's it, shoulder stroke. Let's try a couple putts again now. So I want you to make that shoulder stroke and keep your head real steady this time when you putt. Don't look up at the hole, head real steady. Good stroke. Not bad. So again, don't look, especially on short ones, it's important not to jump up, look up out of your posture too soon and watch the ball go in the hole. There, good stroke. A little hard, but the distance control is a real feel thing, and it's sometimes tough when somebody doesn't play a lot to have a lot of feel. But if you can work on a couple keys here, keeping your eye line over top of the putter head and ball, okay, and trying to make a shoulder stroke, and especially on these shorter putts, this is what people do a lot on shorter putts. Okay, they want to watch the ball go in the hole, and then they pop up out of their posture and they don't hit a very solid putt. Okay, so a couple keys for the shorter putts.
And it doesn't matter if you're putting from 10 feet or 20 feet.
Well, let's watch you hit a couple slightly longer ones here.
Boy, lots of pressure. Lots of pressure on these long putts. All right, let's try the long ones here.
One of the real tough things with putting these longer ones is how hard do I hit it? And if you ever wanted to practice a little bit and try a little drill, a great little drill could be putting a tee down about 2.5 feet on this side of the hole, and another tee down 2.5 feet on that side of the hole. We'll go back over here where you were putting, Gino, and we'll try, and the goal here is to try to figure out the feel and how hard you hit it to get it inside the distance of those two tees.
All right, so okay. I want to go inside the tees, is that right?
Inside the tees.
Oh, pressure, pressure. I'm still putting for birdie though. Too hard.
Let's see if we can just make a little less aggressive stroke, a little softer stroke, and see if you can get the feel of what it takes to get it in that. All right, so go ahead.
So the feel is quite important, actually.
Very important on these longer ones. The shorter ones, we tend not to be too short or too long, but the longer ones, the distance control is very important. Excellent. I think you'd find a lot of times on these longer ones that you might come up 5 or 10 feet short or long, but you're not going to miss it 5 or 10 feet right or left, hopefully. But sometimes we do. But that's really important with the longer putts. The shorter putts, we need to keep the head down and steady, make that shoulder stroke. Okay. The longer putts, we really need to get the feel of how hard to hit it.
All right. As you have just seen, I have lots and lots of work to do on my putting. We'll be back next week, and hopefully by then I'll put one in. For Shaw TV, I'm Gino Cavallo.